Yep, already making messes. So that's what you don't want to do. Don't do what I just did. That's a problem. I know it's been a while since we made a video. I know what y'all are thinking. But it's okay, because we back. And today, got a video for y'all. We're gonna do a custom on these EQTS. So here's what we got. We're gonna black out the boost. Also gonna paint this glitch camo red. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I wanna say it's glitch camo. So we're gonna paint that red. Yeah, man. Welcome back to a Kamikaze Custom. Alright, so here's what y'all gonna need. You're gonna need your Angela's Direct paint. Whole box of it, brand new. We also got the paint brushes from Angela's Direct. We also got cotton balls. Masking tape, well in this case, I have scotch tape because I ran out of masking tape, but you get the idea. Cover up the spots that you don't need, so pretty much it's gonna be right there. You also need your jet black dye for the boost. You also need your flat black acrylic paint, and I'll explain why we need flat black in a second. Also some acetone or nail polish remover. The basic essentials of what you're gonna need for this custom. Now I know what some of y'all are probably thinking. They're like, nah bro, don't do it, you're gonna mess up the shoe. Hey, listen, that's why you double up. I got a second pair that I already ordered from Adidas, so it should be here later today, and hopefully when it does, the custom will be finished and I'll put a side-by-side comparison and let y'all see what we're working with. Alright man, so we're gonna get this custom started. Make sure you comment down below and let me know what y'all think and how I did on it. Gang. First you want to start off by taping your shoe so you don't get the dye or the black paint on anything that you don't want to be painted, pretty much like I did here. Of course you'll have masking tape, but I'm using Scotch, so let's go ahead and do that real fast. You pretty much want to go all the way around the shoe. I wouldn't worry about the parts that are black already, simply because they black. And you know, more black ain't never hurt nobody, right? Right. Alright, now that you have your toe box area taped off for the most part, you want to move your shoe to the side. And you'll see why I'm saying that. You want to have something that you can put the dye in and the paint in. And you want to make sure that you pour it out. Don't just open it up like this, you know? Don't just open it up like this and leave it sitting out like that. It's not going to do you no good, because if you knock this over, this jet black dye on anything, it's going to bleed through this newspaper that's on the desk right here and be all on the desk. So you want to make sure that you pour it out. Most people pour it into the cap, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to pour it into this little cup here. And look at that. See what I'm saying? I already made a mess. Wow. Yep. Already making messes. So that's what you don't want to do. Don't do what I just did. That's a problem. Anyway, this is super watery. I didn't know it was this watery, but it is watery. So yeah, you want to make sure you actually pour it. That's a tough one right there. Make sure you close it back up after, because you see how watery it is and it's already making a mess. Alright, so after you clean up your mess like I just did, because I had no idea that Angela's filter dye all the way up to the top, and it's really watery, so that's a learning experience. If you just buy some Angela's Direct, be careful. Alright, so now from there, we're going to take the nail polish remover, our acetone, and you want to grab a cotton ball or a cotton round, whatever you got, you know. You want to put some on there like so. And you want to clean around the boost. Clean around the boost. You're going to make sure that you get every part of it, because this right here is very necessary. It's going to make sure that the dye pretty much adheres to it the right way, the correct way. Which way? The right way. Alright, y'all get the point. When you're doing everything, man, make sure you close back up everything once you're done using it, because if this stuff starts to spill everywhere, it's going to be a bunch of chemicals and stuff everywhere, and it's going to cause a problem. From there, you want to make sure you open up your paint brushes. Now grab your paint brushes and then you go ahead and start dyeing the boost. So I'm going to show y'all what that looks like right now. Alright, so we got our paint brushes. So now we're going to apply the dye. Now pretty much we're applying the dye even though we're doing black boost, simply because paint does crack. So when the paint cracks, it'll still be black underneath it, so you won't need to retouch up your shoe every time there's an issue. So you want to grab your dye like so. And still be careful when you're applying the dye because it runs like water, as we just figured out, and it'll make a mess. So you want to make sure you don't get it on everything. So you just want to go ahead and start. Situation with the dye, less is more. So make sure you know, use less dye on the paintbrush when you're first applying it. You only need a little bit to get it to do what you want to do, because it will run everywhere, and that's one thing that I'm noticing. So this is the first time I'm working with dye. I've never done it before. Alright, so that's one quick coat of the boost for this guy. I'm gonna go back in and touch it up and put on a couple more coats, and then I'll get back with y'all and show y'all the results. Now that both shoes are fully coated with the dye, what you want to do is make sure it's fully dry, and then you want to grab the black paint and get started. What you want to do is make sure you take your flat black acrylic paint and pour it into your little cup. You don't need much, but you know, less is more. Same way as the dye, less is more. Alright, so now that you finished putting your 3 coats of paint, black paint to be exact, on the sneaker, what we're going to do is we're going to take out the shoestrings. You pretty much want to make sure that you have a hard enough surface so when you start to paint on it, it won't move or it won't do anything like that. So now we're going to take our little Dixie cup right here, like so. We're going to crack open this cherry red paint, and we're going to take this GAC 900, excuse the tape, this GAC 900. So the GAC 900 here is to pretty much allow the paint to adhere to the fabric and not get hard quickly. So what it's going to do is allow it to sit there and be smooth. You also going to want to have a heat gun. I don't have a heat gun, so what we're going to do is we're going to use this hair dryer, try to get a little bit of heat out of it. We're going to do a 1-to-1 ratio. So what that means is if I put half in here, I want to put half of that in here as well. And you want to take it and you want to mix it up. Here's the part where a lot of you might be saying, no, don't do it, Mars, don't do it. It's alright, it's okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our smaller paintbrush and we're going to get to work. So let's see how this turns out. After 3 layers, this is what we are looking like. Paint on there looking kind of nice. So for everybody that was worried we was gonna mess them up, you were sadly mistaken. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and lace them. Lacing is the next step. So we're gonna go ahead and throw the laces in there, and I'll get at y'all after. So there you have it. Red EQT glitch camos. Like, comment, subscribe, and tell me down below what you think about this shoe. Did I kill this custom? Did I mess the shoe up? Should I never do this again? Even though I probably would, because you know that's just me and what I do. But yeah, let's hop into that on feet.
I love that work over easy. Street gets so cold, keep my heater. I get it gone in a jiffy. I turned doubters to believers. I put an 8 in a liter. Drop me a Zen, now I'm sleepy. These niggas be acting like bras. Can't fuck with these niggas too iffy. I love that work over easy. Street gets so cold, keep my heater. I get it gone in a jiffy. I turned doubters to believers. I put an 8 in a liter. Drop me a Zen, now I'm sleepy. These niggas be acting like bras. Can't fuck with these niggas too iffy. I keep an eye on my kicks. I keep all tabs on my bitch. I came up off working my wrist. Look, now boy, I flooded my wrist. See, these niggas done lie about a bitch. Now why would I lie about a bitch? Why? I make it pop off the rip. Boy, get hit with that K, make him twist. These niggas don't know about finesse. Everything that I do is finesse. Bitch, I'm the maker, correct. I bring the heat, make them sweat. If boy talking tough, it's a rap. Ain't talking Velcro, but I'm strapped. Paranoid, I don't talk on the phone. What the fuck? Got a feeling the fence got me tapped.
I know I did not put the acrylic finisher on there. I ordered it from Adidas direct. Hasn't come in yet. I don't know why it's not here yet. But I did, the duller did come in, and also the Too Hard did come in with the paints. So when that does come in, I will be hitting it with a layer of that. Also mixing it with the duller. Throw that on the boost. That way we, you know, keep away from the scratches and dull out the little shine.